Hi, it's Lonnie. Welcome to Grace Blossoms for You. Look at this mess that I made. I had some, what's this called? I call it thread, but it's a little thicker than the normal thread. And it was all this yellow color. And I bought it at the thrift store. And I started picking it apart and it just kind of got more tangled. Then I was trying to dye some thread to match some of my projects, and so I made some variegated threads because I like this better than some of the ones I've bought, plus they're very expensive when you buy them already made. So I just had fun and I played with coloring these with watercolor pencils, watercolors. And I bought a small pack of Inktense, but I don't know if they're as color fast as they would like you to believe. But anyways, that's what I used. And then I had a whole bunch of paint left over on the plastic sheet I was working on. And I just decided to throw this in there to see what would happen. And I love the results. So what did I do? I decided to do my own spin on fapping with scraps in February. That's a hashtag by Peggy at Craft Room Stories. And she did some page edges. And so I thought I had to play. And so what I did was I made a whole bunch, well, not a whole bunch, I made several. But what I did was I did the slow stitching and I used mostly this. And it was so much fun, and I just love how the colors are so muted and yet you can see the difference, the subtle variations in the color. That's the back side. You can maybe see the colors a bit better. So yeah, I made a whole bunch of them and I spent all afternoon doing this yesterday, but it was so much fun. This one I actually just used the blue. And as you can see, it didn't all come out blue. Some of it stayed yellow, and that's okay. I don't mind that because it was just a lot of fun. And then, yeah, so there's some more. This one is with little pansies. There's green ones and kind of purpley ones. I did that. And let me just make some more room here. And then there's this one. I usually layered up about 3 different fabrics or laces and then use that as a base. And this one was a lot of fun too. I used the blue variegated on that one as well. And I did this on the back of a sample of something and it was really hard to sew through, but I did manage. And then here I did 2 pieces of lace for the back and then a lace for the front and then some fabric. And I also used the blue variegated on that one. So if you sense a theme of blue variegated thread being my favorite, you might be right. Or I just had a lot of blue that I was working on. So there's actually 7 of them. I thought maybe I only did 6, but anyway, so I was thinking about how to decorate these. And so I remembered Peggy talking about streamers. So I had to get my streamers out that I had made previously and surprisingly haven't really used. And so I just started putting them on in different places here. So that's a blue. Could go with that blue. I'm not saying I would necessarily do this. At this point, I'm just giving you ideas like, wow, that layers it up really good. Don't want it on there though. This purple one I wanted to put over on this one. Hopefully you can see that. Is it in screen? And then I was thinking of this one for my blue journal coming up, and so I'm not quite sure which one I would choose for that one, but I did see a lot of possibilities. In fact, I think it might have been this one because it already has some silver in the base. And the only thing is I wanted more of the flowers to show. So I'm not sure how I would do that unless I just went more over to the side. Might do that. And that one could be there, but because this one has such a pretty fabric on it, I kind of didn't really want to cover that up. So I was probably thinking of that one on there, and then something like that over here. I'm not saying that's what exactly I'm going to do. I just, like I said, giving ideas right now. So you could see how pretty they look, and it's really hard to go wrong with anything that you might want to put on there. So yeah, that's hashtag faffing with scraps in February, and this is the idea that I had to do, and so just wanted to share that with you. So hope you're having a great day, and let me know what you're working on. I always love to hear from you. We'll see you again next time. Bye for now.